Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Sure. My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. If you're new here, I've been a musician for a very, very long time. I like to dissect music. I'm a big music nerd. I'm also a guitarist that does covers of VGM. Check those out. Today, I am doing a Patreon request for none other than Dennis. Game I've never seen or heard about, Might and Magic 6. The Mandate of Heaven. This song is called Sunlit Journey, and in parentheses it says snow. Kind of contradictory. I'm not gonna lie, this looks very intriguing. It kind of reminds me of like Dungeons and Dragons, even like the font looks kind of the same. But who knows? Something else I would never hear unless it was for you guys. So thank you, Dennis. Here we go. This is Might and Magic 6 Sunlit Journey. Snow. We got some wind. I believe that is a harp that we're hearing. You know, Dennis, I'm noticing a pattern here. You definitely like slower, beautiful music, and I don't blame you. Because you're one of the few people out of the hundreds that makes me not talk during a reaction. Because I'm just so engrossed by it. That was like the quickest 4 minutes ever. And it was just kind of, you know, I could see the, if I recall correctly, the requester is a big Kingdom Hearts fan, and you know, I just see the correlation here. No idea who the composers. Actually, this time I can check because I saw it in the description. This is Paul Romero, Rob King, and Steve Baca. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Box art was deceiving. I see a dragon does not look happy being fought right now. It looks like it took out someone. We got a knight on like a mountainside. You know, I wasn't thinking ballad music box whatsoever. The clear standout in this one was the wind effect. And, you know, there was times where I couldn't tell if it was wind or like an ocean breeze from far away. I'm pretty sure it was wind, though. And it was interesting because I'm pretty sure it didn't stay the entire duration. I want to say maybe 90% of the time it was there, but there were moments that it felt like it dropped out and it let like pianos and everything else have their moment. But it was still kind of like lingering in the background. Like it felt like you were always in the wilderness type of thing. Kind of uneasy feeling. Like it was a really beautiful song with a little bit of clashing harmonies, a little bit of dissonance. But the wind kind of made it feel like uneasy. You know, when you think of high winds like that, you think of instability and, you know, just not stable. So that came to mind. So this reminded me of one of my favorite solo pianists named Michelle McLaughlin, or McLaughlin, however you say it. They have a song called, I think, Irish Rain. I'm sure you can find it. Michelle McLaughlin, Irish Rain. Just kind of similar, you know, of this sort of, how do I describe it? It just sounds kind of like a mixture of just Celtic piano and just soft moods, really. Even though this one wasn't as such a pleasant sound, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean like just by the wind and all that. It still reminds me of just like a peaceful thing. I'm so conflicted with like the image and that. Might and Magic 6. So there's a lot of them, and so much mystery behind this. Please let me know, because one of like my highlights for this channel is seeing the comment section and, you know, people being like, oh, you know, I can't believe you heard the song and no one's heard of it. Or maybe I'm just living under a rock. Maybe everyone's heard of it, but I've never seen it or heard of it. So I'm very curious your experience with this game. The rest of the soundtrack, of course. What else have the composers done? Tell me all that stuff. Tell me all that stuff. Because I don't really have much to go on besides it was a hauntingly very gorgeous song with, at the same time, uneasy elements, while at the same time having an image that I was not mixing with all that. So it was a lot of confusion. But at the end of the day, it was just a beautiful song. So I would definitely recommend Irish Rain from Michelle McLaughlin. That's it. Just, you know, another home run, Dennis. You have a very excellent taste in piano, precisely. And I'm excited for more of the requests because I'm doing a lot from Dennis today. And it just kind of gives me this excitement of tranquility, because usually... not usually, but, you know, most of my requests are, well, they're everywhere, I guess, but they're more high energy or just, you know, something with percussion. So it's nice to be thrown off my equilibrium here and there, because now it's just like, it seems to be like a day of peace and rekindling. So with that being said, if you would like to get your request, you could do so on Patreon. To all these lovely supporters, thank you so much. or PayPal if you want to just do a one-time thing. That is okay. Neither are necessary, but they guarantee that I will check out your song. And now I'm starting to do weekly random draws, so you may get your song incredibly sooner, or not. But that is just another thing I'm doing for the community. And, you know, it's just exciting just hearing all these titles that I would never otherwise hear, and it just gives me like something to talk about. And I don't know, I'm just really grateful. Things like this remind me of like what I do and why I do it. So grateful is the word I'm taking for this one. It's not that I usually have a central theme with reactions, but for this one it has a theme, and I'm grateful. It's just a really beautiful song. So thank you, Dennis. And until the next one, dudes and dudettes, tell me more about Might and Magic 6 or any of the other ones. I'm very curious. Have a good night and be safe.